On the lawn of the Museum of Natural History, Sir Richard Branson and Burt Rutan first reveal the shape of their new space liner.
Is it to have your mom's name on the ship?
She's got her insignia there anyway, big time.
We are aiming a suborbital system to a low enough operating cost that it could eventually reach millions of people.
People now can see what it looks like inside. It's quite roomy, isn't it?
If you fly and dream and think, then you come up with ideas on, hey, what do I use this for?
You know, I think lots of people have dreamt of going into space. So just take off their seat belts, they'll float about, they'll look out of these big windows that we've built. They'll become astronauts.
It wasn't until I met Burt Rutan that I finally found the genius, the engineer that could make it all possible.
The weightless period is really a single pilot operation. We have somebody responsible for keeping the people out of the front and nudging them back, that we won't have to put a barrier. So that's the idea. And I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, no, that's good. Oh, that's great. Yeah, because these windows are fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
In 1968, Burt Rutan creates the first of his legendary home-built kit planes. Burt rapidly becomes an icon in the private aviation world for his unique approach to design. For over 3 decades, he designs, builds, and tests new aircraft at the startling rate of more than one a year. Then, in 2004, Burt unveils his space program. He goes after the $10 million Ansari X Prize for the first civilian flights into space.
So you're going to come on the horn after he touches down and say, show me the money, right?
Coming in 10 seconds, Brent.
Burt's space system includes a mothership that carries the rocket ship to 50,000 feet for its attempt at space and drops it.
Release. Fire.
Holy crap, that was close.
Pilot Brian Binney rides up out of the atmosphere into the black sky of outer space.
350, suggest shutdown. Roger, shutdown. Boy, it's really quiet up here. Copy. Coming down.
As the spaceship returns to Earth,
3, 2, 1.
the team wins the civilian race for space
You are the man.
and the $10 million Ansari X Prize.
If I could please invite onto the stage Burt Rutan, the designer of the first private spaceship, Spaceship One. Burt.
As he and backer Paul Allen take the stage, Burt sets his aim still higher.
I was thinking a little bit about that other space agency. The big guys, I think they're looking at each other now and saying, we're screwed.
To succeed, they must do what only 3 governments have done before them: put human beings in space. The first hurdle: provide enough thrust to hurl their ship into space.
It takes about 2.5 times the power if you launch from the ground versus launching from an airplane.
So they need a launch platform for the rocket ship above 50,000 feet.
And you couldn't go to the rocket store and buy a motor.
So they must design their own. Then, they need a way for the ship to re-enter the atmosphere at supersonic speeds without breaking apart or burning up.
Being able to do that and still be able to glide and land on an airport, that was the big aerodynamic challenge. 50 degrees. Did I say 50? So I set out to develop something that could be thrown at the atmosphere at any angle, and it would itself straighten out. Well, pretty stable, huh? Nice and stable. That's why we call her feathered reentry, because like the little badminton shuttlecock, you can throw it backwards, but it straightens out.
But even as the Spaceline program gets underway, tragic news threatens to close down the entire mission.
The explosion happened just after 2:30 Thursday afternoon at a remote location at the Mojave Airport.
3 scaled employees are killed when an early test for the spaceship's rocket goes terribly wrong.
We've had no injuries from anyone. And we've done some really dangerous stuff.
Bert loves his people. When the accident took place, you know, it hit him like nothing I've seen has ever hit anybody.
A bunch of guys out in the desert working, you know, just working. It's just a kind of a weird chance thing, and to lose your friends like that, people you see every day, it affected us all a lot.
Shortly after the accident, I was very sick for about 8 months, and I was out of the picture.
Bert, his health deteriorated just, you know, suddenly. It was a lot of chaos, a lot of turmoil. A guy like me, you know, I'd been here a long time, seen a lot of things. I thought, it's over. Not only did I lose friends, but I think all the great things that were scaled are done. So, you know, it was really, really, really hard.